Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Wraith here, back with another video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be basically explaining how to drop a high kill game. And now this will be for all type of people. Like for example, if you think 10 kills is a high kill game, this will help you out. If you think 20 kills is a high kill game, this will help you out. Now this isn't just explaining like, oh yeah, like be a little bit more aggressive, just push people more, right? Like this is actually going to be an in-depth kind of guide on how to actually get those high kill games that you see pro players do all the time, because they're so good at dropping 20 bombs like nothing. And if you're curious to see kind of how they do that and kind of maybe even get a couple 20 bombs or 10 bombs on your own, well then make sure you stick around it and watch this entire video. If you're looking forward to it, make sure you slap a like button on it, comment what you want to see for a future video, hit the subscribe button, use creator code WraithFN in the item shop, and let's get right into it. So for the first tip, and this is a pretty obvious one, but you'd be surprised how many people don't do it. And obviously you're going to have to know kind of generally what you want to do for a high kill game. So for example, like I said, if your high kill games are 10, well, it's going to be a little bit different than if you want to get 20 kill games. And I'll get into that a little bit more in depth later on. But first things first is you're going to have to figure out a landing spot. And this is kind of generalized on how many kills you want. So for example, if you just want like a 10 kill game or something like that, you can land and get away with someone somewhere like just salty, craggy, misty, like kind of a place out of the go. But if you're looking for that really high kill 20 bomb game or 25 kill game, like a super high kill game, you're most likely going to have to land the main POI. So for example, I know the season ends in 2 days, but for season 4 it was landing at Stark or even Dooms, but preferably Stark. And you'll see like pro players like Mongrel, literally at my last video before this was a VOD review on Mongrel, he literally dropped like, I think it was like 39 kills solo game or something, like solo squad game or solo trio game, landing at Stark. So obviously like literally half those kills were off spawn. So just landing at a major POI such as that is going to be super key to making sure you get as many kills as possible. If you just land somewhere out of the way or like even craggy, you're probably not going to get a 20 kill game. You can definitely get a high kill game, but it's most likely not going to be if you're looking for that super high one. So now the next thing we have to worry about, and this is a super important one, is you're gonna have to capitalize off spawn. So like I said, if you're landing Stark or whatever, depending on how many kills you want to get, you're gonna have to capitalize and use what you kind of have. So for example, like I said, if you're going for a 10 kill 15 kill game or something like that, you probably have a little bit more time because you don't need as many kills, you don't need to rush as much, so you can maybe farm up a little bit more, you can look a little bit more for loot, etc. You can take a little bit more time. But if you're going for that high 20 bomb game or something like that, you have literally zero time, because people die, especially nowadays, so quick in the lobby. Unless it's like literally a tournament or something like that, people die really quick. So you're gonna have to make sure that if you're looking for a super high kill game, you don't have time to go loot, you don't have time to go farm up mats. Like if you have 90 100 mats, that sucks. Like if you run past something, you can maybe swipe it twice 3 times, but you don't have time to farm up 300 of each build, because every single second you waste, more people are getting in fights, more people are dying, and then less opportunity for you to get a high kill game. So again, kind of depends on what you kind of want and how many kills you want. But if you're going for a high kill game, you don't have time to loot up. So you got to make sure that whatever's happening off spawn, you try and obviously get as many kills as possible. Make sure you clear the spawn, because again, if you land Stark or even if you land craggy, make sure you go as quick as possible, because even if you're going for a 10 kill game, the quicker you kill everyone at that place, you can farm up a little bit more, you can look for a little bit more loot, and then you can rotate. But making sure that you go quick off spawn and kind of quick the entire game is super important. So now the same thing kind of goes for mid game. So the second you clear your POI or clear wherever you're landing, make sure you instantly rotate. Now, like I said, if you are going for a little bit more or a little bit less kills and you need a little bit mats, take your time. It's better to go into a fight with obviously more mats, and you're gonna win if you have more mats. But if you're going for that high kill game, you really don't have time, so make sure you rotate away instantly. And this season, I don't know about next season obviously until it comes out, but this season's really good for rotation, just because there's what's it called, cars, and there's off-roading cars, there's rifts, there's tons of things that will allow you to leave wherever you are and get and land on people or drive towards people. So for example, if you're landing Starks, you can literally take a car, go into the vault quickly, dip out, jump off the cliff, and go to those rifts right outside of risky, and then you can land on people. Same thing with cars. If you land somewhere with no rifts, you're gonna have to take a car and drive until you see someone. pushing people the second you see them are obviously going to be super key. If you are going for maybe 6, 7, 8 kills, then it's maybe not be the best idea to push a bad fight. But like I said, if you're going for that high kill game, you're kind of gonna have to push everyone. Like if you're going for a 20, 25 kill game, you're literally gonna have to push everyone you see. Doesn't matter what HP you're at, doesn't matter how many mats you have. But yeah, just basically generalize early spawn and mid game. Literally just land, try and wipe everyone you possibly can, and then just leave as quick as possible and kind of go W key someone else or find a rotation tool so you can go find someone else. So now the next thing that's super is important is third partying, and whether that's against yourself or you third partying. You third partying is so key because it allows you to get as many kills as possible. So for example, if you see 2 people fighting, if you can get both those kills, especially since they're already weak or something like that, it'll help you so much for getting your kind of kill goal. If you're kind of pushing someone and there's 2 people already fighting and you hit them for 80 damage and they steal your kill, well then obviously that's not kind of the main priority. You don't want to do that. So what you really need to make sure you do is when you're third partying is you get up nice and close. Now if you're going for a win or you're going for like doing really well or in a tournament, obviously you're just going to want to shoot someone with your AR a couple times, see if you can get a really good damage, see if you can wipe them and then kill them with your AR, hopefully without getting it up nice and close with your pump. But if you're going for high kill games, unfortunately you're going to have to get up close. So maybe shoot them a couple times. If they're white, then you can just 100% spray, try and get the kill. But if not, then you're probably gonna have to push up and see if you can get the kill with your pump, because the biggest like piss off is if someone steals your kill after you damage them so much. So trust me, make sure you get up nice and close and then you can try and go for both kills. Now the kind of different things a little bit is if you're getting third partied and you kind of got to make the decision, it's going to be different every single fight. If you get third partied and you're fighting someone, you kind of got to make the call. And again, I would say align it to what you're doing. So if you're going for a high kill game and you still have like 12 people left and you need like 8 kills, you don't have time to run away. You need those kills, you need to push, so you need to kind of go for a bailout pump and kill one of them and then get the other one dead. Or if you are already pretty good on your kind of like kills and you don't need that many, then maybe you can spend a little bit more time. You can dip out of the fight if you can, because obviously if you die, you're not going to get your kill goal. But it's super important, which kind of puts me into my next tip, which is you always got to be keeping track and know how many kills you have, as well as how many people left are in the lobby. So for example, it's pretty basic, but like if think about it, if there's 30 people left in the lobby and you have 5 kills and you're going for 20 bomb, you have to get 15 more kills, which is half the lobby. So it's going to be super hard. So you're probably not going to have a lot of time to push up, because obviously you have to kill half the lobby, and by that time there's more likely going to be someone kills another person, etc, right? So you got to make sure that you're always keeping track of how many people are alive and how many people you need to kill. And that's really important for kind of making sure you know exactly what your goal is. So for example, if you know you're going for a 20 kill game, you got to make sure you know and kind of set the pace. If you still have whatever amount of kills left, well then you're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. If you don't have that many kills left, well then you can kind of chill a little bit, you can farm up, you can make sure you choose your fights. But if you don't, then you're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. So now the last part of the game, the end game, again, is going to kind of depend on what you're playing. If you're playing a tournament, it's going to be stacked. Or if you're playing a custom, it's obviously going to be stacked. If you're just playing in an arena or something like that, it's most likely not going to be that stacked. So it kind of dictates how you're going to play. But a kind of a word of advice, whether it is stacked or isn't stacked, is end games. It's super easy to get third partied and pressured or even lobby focused. Even if there's only like 5-6 people left and there's still like a good 2 or 3 zones to go, it's super easy to get lobby focused. So you're gonna have to really pay attention to that. So if you're W keying someone and you're just pushing into their box or something like that, there's a very high chance if they hit you heavy or you white them or whatever the case is, the entire lobby is gonna focus you, right? So it's gonna be super important that you pay attention, know where everyone is, and if you're taking a good fight. So if I were you guys, even if you need a lot more kills, I would say it's super important to just kind of make sure that you're not getting too aggressive end game specifically, just because if you are, it's going to be very easy for you to get lobby focused, or for you to get sprayed or third partied or something like that with such since there's just such a little map kind of to go, everyone kind of knows where everyone is. So endgame, you're going to want to be a little bit more careful. Even if you like need every single kill, it's just kind of a little bit more important to make sure you stay alive, obviously, because like I said earlier in the video, if you die, you're not going to hit your kill goal. So if I were you guys, just be a little bit more aware endgame, kind of make sure you know where everyone is, etc, etc. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you slap a like button on it, comment what you want to see for a future video, hit that subscribe button, use creator code WraithFN in the item shop, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.